Hi everybody, Sanibona and welcome to my channel. Do make sure that you are subscribed and also do like the video. So I'm going to talk about last night's episode of Isizwe SikaDlamuka. Let me tell you something. My favorite scene in this episode was them letting us see uNqoba kanye nonkosikazi wakhe ukaMavundla interacting with each other. They went on their little cute dates. We know they don't do that all the time, okay? They only do it because the cameras are around. But the important part for me was to see how Nqobani interacts with his wife. Remember, kaDlamuka, we've only ever seen one relationship, which was uSiyacela and Thando. And I've wondered, you guys, if uSiyacela handles the relationship yakhe noThando the way that he handles it, because that is what he sees from his older brothers, from Obaba Mncane, from the uncles and all of that. How are the marriages there? Laphayana kaDlamuka egcekeni. Are we blaming uSiyacela? Kanti vele everybody treats their wife like that laphayana kaDlamuka. So I appreciated that we were about to see uNqoba nonkosikazi wakhe be-interact with each other just to see ukuthi kwenzekani. And I have to say, you guys, I was pleasantly surprised. I was shocked to be pleasantly surprised. Another scene, you guys, that I liked was that we got to see Unko's Corner, the one and only sober brother, kaDlamuka, the one that was born out of wedlock. Dlamuka did an interesting one with this one. I think Dlamuka was wise, okay? The only problem is that he had many wives and many kids and left them behind. I don't want to say in poverty, but you understand, when the breadwinner is gone and people are left in the mess, what can we say? But he did something very interesting when it comes to Unko's Corner. We are going to discuss that. Before we go there, you guys, remember last week uThando nokaMavundla, they had gone to town with those matching red dresses and white t-shirts. Yes. So now after they went to town or whatever, they went to one of the sisters' house. Okay, I think uNombuso Ntombela. So uNombuso ushadile kaNtombela but uMadlamuka. So they went to see her. The other sisters were there as well. Now, they did mention that it was the first time that uThando was at that house. And I was like, it's just another indication, Yoguti, these people are not really close. Thando is not really close to the sisters. The communication, you guys, was tense between Thando, Mavundla, and the sisters. It's really that typically oskwiza makoti situation where oskwiza is trying to tell umakoti what they should do. And umakoti is like, it is not your place to tell me what I need to do, because you shouldn't be here. I like that question, because it's like we ne control ukuthi ngavele uzilobole wena, uzigane wena, uzishade, uzakhele umuzi wena. I like it when women are asked that question. Like, what are they supposed to do? Okay. When the men are not wanting to take them, honey, what are they supposed to do? Okay. So that question was asked. So now, you guys, when they were having a discussion and they were eating, if the food looked nice, you guys, because we've seen them eat interesting food. Namasalad are interesting. Anyway, guys, while they were having a discussion, the main thing that they were talking about was the fact that Mavundla had gone home. The sisters are feeling like she was gone too long, because one day they went to the house and they found uNqoba ewashela bantwana. He was doing the laundry of his own kids, and they think that it's a big deal. Listen, you guys, me living the way that I live, if I went to somebody's house and they were doing laundry for their kids, it wouldn't be a big deal. But I have to take myself to Olundi. Yabona abantu abakhuliswe ngengqondo yasemakhaya ukuthi indoda, a man does this and a woman does it. I can see how for them it would bother them that their brother is there doing laundry for his own kids when he has a wife, but the wife is not around and the wife has been gone for a month and a half, because I think they said that she was gone for a month and a half. Okay, so they were having those issues. Thando's issue was that they were being very nice when they were talking about Mavundla. Now that Mavundla is there with them, she was saying, why don't you guys say all of the things that you said when you were talking about her and she wasn't around? Okay, one of the things that Thando says that one of the sisters said was that they are not really their husbands' wives. They are their families' wives, because they were lobolwat by Dlamuka. Their husbands did not pay lobola for them, but Dlamuka paid lobola for the guys. Okay. Now, you guys, Thando was very much offended by that. Mavundla was very much offended by that, because they're saying, you are talking to us like we are not people, we are just things like in the yard, And I don't even know why the sister felt like she needed to make that statement, but the other sister was backing it, like there's nothing wrong with that. Vele umakoti mengabe gana kushiswa impepho, so that means that umakoti for the family, or was it umakoti wegce. Anyway, you guys, there isn't any direct translation of umakoti wegce that I could give you that would exactly explain what this term mean. You have to understand Zulu to understand that it can be a little bit offensive, but maybe somebody in the comment section will be able to do it for you. Okay, so that was the conversation. The conversation clearly was not it looks like Thando has had some maybe confrontations with some of the sisters. They don't really like each other. Some of them were making comments in the diary session to say Thando used to be respectful, but she's no longer respectful. And I was asking myself if they are respectful to her, because it seems like Baba Kuruma no Meganjan. So that was the first part of the first scene of the show. Not my favorite really, but it did give us a little bit more about, understanding the dynamics between Thando, Mavundla, and also the sisters. Okay. Now, you guys, we get to see Nqobani go on a date with his wife. They went to this place, which is like a Shisanyama situation, but it's a nice place, you guys. It's a nice place. I don't know Ulund. I've never been Ulund, but you understand. So now Nqobani is taking his wife out. They look cleaned up. They, even Nqobani was like, okay, you can clean up a little bit, okay? So they went on this date, and it's like they ordered chicken, vorsi, and all of that. And okay, number one, you guys, I don't know if it's a thing of the cameras are around, but I was feeling like if I had been married to somebody for some time, like there's not even holding of hands. Like it's almost like it's people going on their first date. Their body language. Like when you are not used to a person, maybe you like a person, but you're not comfortable with them yet. So you're not gonna touch their hands. You're not gonna look them in the eye and all of that. So I don't know. I was like, okay, but maybe it's the cameras. But you guys, when they got to sit down, I guess Nqoba wanted to find out from Mavundla, okay, what was the conversation about? Why did my sister call you? Because I did not know that the reason that Mavundla and Thando went to the sister's house in Hlukanombuso was because baby busy. Okay, they had called them. Now the brother wanted to find out why they called Mavundla. So now she was like, you know what? I thought you sent them, because all that they were talking about was why I was gone and why I was gone that long. And they were also talking about the fact that they did find you doing laundry for the child. Okay, so I don't understand what the problem is. At first, you guys, Nqobani was very clear to say he does not think it's their place to ask those questions, the sisters. Okay, they should not ask those questions. But then at some point he says, but now as a married woman, now I guess you have to be careful what you do. If you go home, how long you go home and all of that, because obviously everybody is watching. And I think Mavundla did not like that. However, you guys, overall, Mavundla with Nqobani, I felt like, where did you learn to communicate? Because that is not what happens, Gadlamoga, okay? When one partner is speaking, when the husband is speaking, the wife is quiet, she listens, there's no argument. Even if she doesn't agree with what he is saying, they were talking respectfully. They look like they love each other. They look like they have each other's backs. And I was like, which family do you guys come from? Okay. The only issue or two issues that Mavundla mentioned is the fact that her husband does not have a job right now. He lost his job. And also the fact that she feels like at times he drinks a lot. And then when he drinks a lot, of course, they get into fights with Abosiatela. But them being sober at that date, you guys, I thought it went well. And I was like, this is a pleasant surprise. Okay, now I want Nqobani to find a job and also to stop drinking so that they can really be in a good, nice relationship with Mavundla. But, you know, it was a pleasant surprise for Isizwe SikaDlamuka, you know. There's actually a couple that knows how to communicate, okay? But you guys, it was a cute date. It really was, okay? Now, another thing that I liked. Remember Nkoskona. Nkoskona is the real firstborn, okay? Because Nkoskona is the firstborn that was born before Dlamuka got married to Magnen. So even before Magnen had Nqobani, he had Nkoskona. But Dlamuka never married Nkoskona, and it does sound like also akaqedanga ukwenza amahlawulo ukhokha inhlawulo so that Nkoskona can fully belong to Dlamuka. But the sisters did mention that he is using the Dlamuka surname. Now, what Dlamuka did was that he took Nkoskona and he made him responsible for Mabengu's household. Who is Mabengu? Mabengu is Dlamuka's other wife, and I think she's the second wife. So instead of taking Nkoskona as Omenzala responsible for the household, no, he did not do that. He made him responsible for the household where the wife has girls. Okay, I think the girl is Kanyo. No, it's by the way. It's not like young girls. Okay, it's women. Okay, it's women, fully grown women. It's just that marriage hasn't come. Okay, it's Kanyo and Pilam. And he is very responsible, you guys. He says he works, is the one that works in the family, so he's the breadwinner. And also when he was coming to visit them, Plastic, I was trying to look like ngati butchery, you know, braai pack, nyama, you understand. So it looks like he really is helping the family. Even the sisters confirm that he's the one that helps them. Even when they are struggling with their own kids, they ask him. They never ask the other brothers for help. They always ask him. Okay. Also, I feel like they speak to him very respectfully. It's very different the way that they speak to him and the way that they speak to the other brothers, Nqobani or Siyacela Omdu. Okay. Now, you guys, they get to sit down and have this conversation because the sisters wanted to know why he hasn't brought his wife around. Apparently, Nkoskona says, listen, I'm not really in a position where I can bring umakoti around Dlamuka because Ubaba did not finish what he was supposed to finish. So, Nqobo is isibongo sako malume wakhe. Okay. Now, you guys, I was like, how did it happen that Dlamuka wanted to pay lobola for all of his kids, wives, but he had not finished inhlawulo yengane yakhe lena Nkoskona? How does that happen? Sometimes the way that men think, I'm like, who made you? Okay. But that is the situation. So he says that he talked as if that is something that he's going to have to do for his father so that he is in a position to bring the wife around. I thought, you guys, he can bring the wife around just to meet them, not like an official ceremony, just to meet the sisters, okay? But yeah, he says that he's not going to bring the wife. Now, you guys, they also talk about, I think Nkoskona. Remember Nkoskona had a conversation with Siyacela Nomdu. I don't know if Bonga was there as well. They were complaining that the sisters keep having babies, but they are not seeing inhlawulo from the baby daddies and all of that. So he has that conversations with Ukanyo and Pilau, guys, my brothers are complaining. They have this complaint about you having kids. Okay. Now the sisters are like, listen, we are sorry we had these kids out of wedlock. We understand that. We understand we made a mistake. That is not how it's supposed to happen. But what are we supposed to do? I'm still trying to get to put things together so that things are. What are we supposed to do? Okay. And the other sister is like, I feel like they are not telling you all of the information of Siyacela because my baby daddy did come and bring something, you know. He brought imali and he also brought imbuzi, okay. I don't know how other people do it, you guys, but in Asekaya, what used to happen in Thomas and my Kulelo, I don't know if they do it now, I'm not there, okay. and I'm not interested about abakhulelwayo manje, so maybe other people know, is that mawukhulelisile you would pay imali yokugeza intombi, which was not a lot when we were growing up. It was like 100 rand nhlukaniselana intombi, intombi ezu-8 or something, mhlawumbe zokugeza nhlukaniselana into 8 rand or something, okay, or 5 rand or 2 rand, depends on bangaki niyogeza. Then they would also bring imbuzi, which is ingezamusi, and then the rest of the stuff can follow later. But just to say no, and be like, then you keep imbuzi. So I don't know if Upila also is referring to that when she says that her baby daddy did bring something. So they mustn't talk as if he never did anything. He did bring the money, and he also did bring the goat. Now, Nkosi as the one that is responsible for this household was not told. Usiyaxela does not like his sisters, but did he not take the money? He did. Because let me tell you something with black families. Your family might hate you, they might not like you, they might never help you, but the day that a man says that he's coming to pay lobola, they never run out of who is going to take that money, honey. You might be an orphan all of your life and be held by strangers and neighbors and all of that, but the day that a man says he's coming to pay lobola, honey, you will have relatives, you will have uncles, you will suddenly have an aunt and a long lost cousin or something, and they will be showing up to what? To take a lobola. This is what happened with Siyacela. Siyacela took the money. Siyacela and one of the brothers, I don't know if it's Mtu, I don't know if it's Nqobani, but they took the money. And you know what they did with it? They went and drank it. They did not say that on the show, but what else do they do? Okay, because SikaDlamuka is like, except Now, you guys, also the nice thing about this scene was that we got to see not everybody that we see there, SikaDlamuka lives there, because I will be just like, how do they live? Okay, how do they live? When the guys are drunk, they are fighting, they are swearing at each other. No, it looks like the other wives do have their own houses around the area, but not again. With the sisters really look like it was a nice house. This is Moja Life, it might not be their house. They might have asked the neighbor to, borrow them the house. But, they said, Igama Bengula Abe Kona. And I was like, oh, that's nice. At least you get a break from the drama that is SikaDlamuka. And also, why are we not seeing the other wives? Or maybe Moja Life is not paying them. I don't know, you guys. But that is what happened. After all of this, they decided to go to the graveside. The grave Mavundla, because they were just feeling like things are not going well, they're not getting the jobs and all of that. So they went. That was cute, because we also got to know the tombstone Mavundla. And remember, you guys, suka while in the reality show is Dlamuka. They should actually pay the family some money. What are they going? I don't know, some royalties for Dlamuka for this show, because this is Dlamuka. Dlamuka's show. Anyway, guys, that was it. I really did love this episode. I like the fact that we are getting the extension of the Dlamuka family, and now it's almost like they are going to get to focus on each person, so that we are not also stuck on, when we think Dlamuka, we think Siyacela, and it's not like that. There are other people that are functioning better than, Siyacela and Thando. So, but now and then you still get that, you are reminded, the people that brought you here is Siyacela and Thando, Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like it before Pumagana. If you can watch this show, you guys, it is entertaining. It's on a Saturday, and I think it's 8:30. Okay, on Moja Life. Okay, thank you so much. Me.Thando.